Welcome back to The Last of Us. We've made it to the season finale. A very short season, but given everything we've seen thus far, I can see why they did this in 7 episodes as opposed to more.
I said maybe.
I'm assuming they're trying to take the arrow out of Dina's leg.
How do you know that? How would have went the wrong way?
I know where the arteries are.
No, you don't. You're not a doctor.
Dina, shut up!
Dina, just let me do this, please.
I got you.
Oh, it's so sad though. Like, he doesn't even realize why she's freaking out more than she normally would.
Have some, okay?
No.
It's gonna
There's 2 lives on the
I
line.
said no.
Oh, I don't want to see this. Oh my god.
Just do it.
Oh. Well, that was rough. Not a fan of that.
Dina!
She's okay. She's in the dressing room. Ellie.
Dina is the main priority now. It's crazy to me how much Dina has become, like, mine and so many others' favorite character in this season. She is so likable here in the show. She was likable in the game too, just I don't think quite to the same level.
Shirt off.
Even as injured as she is, Dina still just wants to take care of and protect Ellie. Looking a little rough. Although I have to say, I feel like it makes a bit more sense in the game why she looks as rough as she does. Because in the show, she wasn't taking like nearly as many tumbles.
I thought it would be harder to do, but it wasn't. It was easy.
Jesus.
I left her.
Damn. Just left her to
Yeah, well,
turn
maybe
after
she got what
inflicting
she
all that
deserved.
pain. I don't know if she deserved that. You gonna tell her the truth?
It was a Firefly base in Salt Lake City. They had a
Holy shit.
They were gonna use me to make a cure. He killed Abby's father. He was a doctor. And Joel shot him in the head.
I love that that's almost the same thing that she said about Eugene, but this time there's no, like, venom behind her words.
Did you know who they were? But I knew what he did. I'm sorry. We need to go home.
Damn. That was enough for Dina to be like, yeah, this isn't worth it if that's what he did. And I'm also severely injured and pregnant, and I need to go home.
Do you have any extra 9mm?
Still doesn't seem to like you very much, Ellie.
Give me your wrist. Where's the rendezvous?
Bookstore.
Oh, was Shimmer? Oh no, that was a music store, not a bookstore.
Found the place you stashed Shimmer. She's still there, doing all right. Not that you asked.
Thank you. I mean it, honestly. Look, I know you're angry.
Last night, Dina said, I can't die. Not, I don't want to die. I can't. I'm not stupid and I'm not blind. Ellie, I see the way you two are
It's clear.
Like how she's pregnant.
Oh, well, you figured that out pretty quick.
Fuck. Oh shit, you were guessing?
Ellie.
So how about we skip the apologies and just go find Tommy so I can get us and my kid the fuck out of Seattle?
I mean, respectable viewpoint there. And it is made all the worse that Ellie knew what Joel did and didn't tell the rest of them.
There's more than one of her?
I guess so.
That's an interesting change. Ooh, I see the...
Faster.
Well, I shouldn't say what I'm seeing, actually.
Just give it a minute, see if it dies down, and then we'll...
It's Seattle. It's not gonna die down.
There. Go, good time.
Oh, it's this guy. Yeah, what the hell are they about to do? Jesus Christ.
I am not dying out here. Not for any of them.
I understand that viewpoint, but I'm kind of with Ellie. Like,
Let's go.
the implication of what they were about to do to that kid, I don't know. Might be worth the firefight. Everyone's hauled up in a Costco. Hello, Isaac.
We'll start the staggered loading.
Any word on Abby?
Not since yesterday.
Interesting.
Mala's missing now, too.
So her entire crew just disappears, but only one Abby.
Okay, what the fuck? Fucking army out there, and you're acting like she's the most important.
Yeah. It must be something more complicated because Abby's a great fighter, but
Okay.
she's right. You have an whole army.
By the time the sun comes up tomorrow, there's a very good chance you'll be dead. So then what happens to that entire fucking army out there who, despite their badass name, are very much sheep? Who secures our future?
Ah, they wanted Abby to be the next leader of the WLF. Interesting.
Here we are again. You and me in bad fucking weather.
Yeah, that would be a great way to describe your relationship at the moment.
Let me at least just get this one off the table.
Okay.
There was this girl with them. She's a couple of years older than me. That fucking feeling. When you're falling for someone and they're falling right back. Because the people of Jackson took me in, raised me, cared for me. Because I was taught to put other people first.
So, you're St. Jesse of Wyoming, and everyone else is a fucking asshole.
I mean, I see her perspective to that. I would not even want to get that close to the edge in a building that looks like that.
I don't see an easy way north, but...
Ellie's figuring it out.
The whale.
What?
She's in the fucking aquarium.
Who?
Abby, the one who killed Joe, she's in the aquarium.
Oh, Tommy's over there. That's where we're going.
Not Ellie.
You don't know that's him. And Jesus Christ, if 3 more people had voted with you, you'd be coming with me.
He didn't vote yes.
I voted no.
I knew it.
It wasn't in the best interest of the community.
Fuck the community! You let a kid die today, Jesse. Which is why he wasn't in your community.
That's a fair point.
Or like you'd do anything differently if you were in my shoes, because you're not, and you wouldn't.
Honestly, I don't think Jesse would do the same thing in your shoes, Ellie.
I really hope you make it.
I love that scene. That was really good. So how you getting there on your own, Ellie? With the boat, of course. Oh, it's all the wolves going off to do something important. There's the island. I did not think we were going to get her on the boat. That's a nice addition, or a nice thing from the game that they've brought over. Some of these visuals are awesome as well. Oh, that would be so terrifying. Wait a second, did she wash up on the island? Come on, Ellie, get back in that boat. Time to go. This did not happen in the game, so I am confused and very nervous as to wherever this is going.
I'm not from here! I'm not a wolf! Tell them!
You know what? I hope you die too, child. Ooh, the horn even sounds the exact same.
Leave her!
I guess that lucky charm of yours worked, Ellie, because that was about to be a real bad scenario that you could not get out of. Better hope you don't hit another wave. Oh, shit. That's something I cannot wait to see in the next season. Like, how that whole situation plays out on the island. Filming this episode must have sucked for Bella Ramsey because they are just soaked for like over 50% of it. Hey, same way to get inside. Love it. Be careful, there's lots of broken glass. Nice little detail, her drying the ammo, make sure that when she fires it works. Someone has been here and has lost a lot of blood. I wonder who. That looks pretty.
Where's Abby?
You gotta be kidding me. Okay, easy. I'm the one who kept you alive, right?
Sure. I mean, yes, you did. But, that don't mean shit. She wants to find Abby.
Talking about her, so yes, you fucking do. You, bring me that map. You're gonna point to where Abby is. 2.
Better grab that map.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Damn. Oh, shit. Damn, Ellie, you got 2 with 1 shot? That is crazy.
I only have 30 seconds. Get the fuck over here, please, please, please.
Oh, Jesus.
You're gonna get it out. What?
What? Yeah, what?
I don't know how to do that.
I do.
How deep?
Deeper than you think.
Which way?
Love transfers.
What? I don't know what that means.
Love transfers. You're doing good. You're doing really good.
Jesus Christ, that is so dark, dude. Oh my god.
Let's go. Come on.
It's good to see you, Tommy. Judge her later for it, Jesse.
They were part of it too. They made their choices. That's all there is to it.
It's not all there is to it, but it is something worth noting, that's for sure.
I'm gonna start packing the duffels.
Thank you for coming back.
Maybe I didn't want to. Maybe Tommy made me.
Did he?
Nope.
Because you're just that good of a guy, Jesse.
Because you're a good person.
Maybe a little on your high horse at times,
Yeah.
but yeah, you're a good person. Oh shit, I'm not ready. I am not ready. Oh.
Stand up!
God damn it. Shot in the exact same spot, too.
He killed my friends.
No, I did. I was looking for you. I didn't mean to hurt them.
You definitely meant to hurt Nora.
I let you live. And you wasted it.
That's where we're gonna end it, isn't it? Oh?
Hey,
I'm sorry, there's more.
you up?
I'm actually really surprised we're getting this little extra bit here. There's no way they're gonna show, like, all that much with this, I'm assuming. Wow, that looks incredibly good. Like, pulled straight out of the game. Seattle Day 1. Let's see it all from Abby's perspective now. Interesting song choice for this credit sequence. Yeah, I thought that was great. A couple choices in there that I think were very strong. A couple of them that I'm a little confused by, but we'll discuss. In general, most of the changes they made in this episode, I was a big fan of. I actually liked quite a lot. I'll start right off the bat with the one change that I'm not the biggest fan of, and that's probably the character of Jesse. While they've kept him very similar to how he is in the game, like a very morally righteous kind of person, a very good person who goes out of his way to help his friends, I feel like they have made him, I don't know how to describe it, I guess kind of pompous in the way that he like views himself, because it does feel like consistently he's just judging every decision that Ellie has made, which, to be fair, Ellie's made some pretty fucked up decisions that kind of rightly deserve to be judged. But in the game, Jesse was pretty on board with Ellie's vengeance quest, like to a degree. There's a scene where he even says, you know, you should have asked me to come with because I would have come. Joel meant a lot to me. But they've changed that here where Jesse explicitly tells her, you know, I voted no. And at the end of the day, I'm looking out for my community above all else. Not, you know, my own feelings and what I want. Like, in some ways, I feel like this works. In some ways, it makes me like his character just a little bit less because I feel like I'm being, like, preached at a little bit. So it's not entirely a negative, but it is something I think I prefer the game's version to, is Jesse's character. One change that I really liked was Ellie actually telling Dina about what happened with Joel, like the whole truth. That's something that never, ever, ever happens in the game. Could it have happened off screen during some section? Possibly. But I really like seeing Dina's expression of almost guilt. Like, she's been with Ellie and pushing for this vengeance quest just as much as she has. And now that she knows the truth, it almost seems like she feels stupid for having felt that way, because her immediate response is like, okay, we need to go home. This isn't worth it if that's what he did. And I liked the added element of there being almost a betrayal between the two of them, because Ellie's known this whole time and has put Dina in danger this whole time while knowing the truth about what he did. It's an added element to their relationship and the story that I actually quite like. I really enjoy it. The added scene with Isaac and Lieutenant Park, Sergeant Park, I don't know what her title is. I just know that her last name is Park. I like the conversation with the two of them, where it's firmly established why Isaac is so gung-ho for Abby. Because even in the game, it's never explicitly said why, other than the fact that she's his top scar killer and he loves that she's such a ruthless soldier. But I think it makes even more sense, and I really enjoy the addition here, that it's because he thinks she's a leader and that she can be the one to take his place whenever that time comes. And especially given what they're about to do, which I won't get into too much detail because they didn't really hear in the show, and I'm sure they will in season 3, so I'll just save that for whenever we get to season 3, probably like 2 years from now. But considering what they're doing on that particular night, I can see why he's like, we're gonna need a backup leader just in case, because this is about to be insane. Also, absolutely loved the scene between Jesse and Ellie when she finally just tells the whole truth, essentially. She's like, I don't give a fuck about the community. My community was Joel, and he was beaten to death in front of me, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get my vengeance. Like, it was, I think, the first, well, not the first, but it's one of the moments where I think you properly feel Ellie's rage and frustration with this situation. Just that obsession with vengeance that she cannot let go. And even faced with crossing this flooded city filled with enemy combatants alone, she still goes forward with it because she just cannot let it go. And like, you really feel it with Bella Ramsey's acting there. I think they did a great job. One scene that I don't entirely see the point of is Ellie getting captured by the scars. It's tense, especially for the fact that it doesn't happen in the game, so gamers and non-gamers alike are all like, oh my god, what is going to happen here? But there's not really any new information gleaned from this situation other than the fact that a child was just as on board with gutting her as all the rest of them, which I think does say something about the level of indoctrination that's going on with, both sides of this conflict, especially considering Ellie was just about to go save a kid from the scars a little bit earlier in the episode. But since it just kind of ends and then she runs off to go back on her merry way towards the aquarium, it just felt a little weird pacing-wise. It felt like we took a random detour that I think probably could have fit in another part of the episode or a former episode. Everything at the aquarium, I think, was very, very good. Very strong stuff. I can imagine for audience members that didn't play the game, the reveal of Mel being very pregnant was quite a shock and pretty horrific. Even though I knew that was coming, It was still pretty horrific in this particular case, especially because she didn't immediately die. She's sitting there trying to coach Ellie on how to cut the baby out and everything, which is just awful. Like, that is a really dark, tragic scene. A nice change from the game as well. I actually really did like that. And crazy that Ellie was able to take them out with one shot. Like, wow. I only wish I had that good of aim in the fucking game. Then there's, of course, the big theater confrontation that they cliffhanger us on. Again, I kind of called it that was where they were going to end this season a long time ago. Like, when they announced that the second game was going to be adapted over more than one season, I was like, I'm pretty sure I know where you're going to stop the second season then. And I was almost right. Jesse's death is definitely a gut punch in both game and show. I would argue maybe even more so here in the show, just because he's like talking so much about how he cannot die here throughout the episode. He's like, I will not die here. I have a kid that I need to save. I'm about to be a dad, and I need to get the woman I love out of here. So to see him just get shot in the face so nonchalantly, it's really awful. It's a very, very sad ending for his character. And as for the rest of the scene, it's almost word for word the same as the game. There's like a couple minor changes in there. Like Ellie explaining she knows that it was Abby's dad who Joel killed. That was never actually said in the game. There was never that level of communication between the two characters. But the rest of it is pretty much word for word. Same with the scene following it that they kind of tag at the end with Abby waking up on day one of the Seattle journey. And I gotta say, the way they made the stadium look is perfect. Like, bravo, 10 out of 10. Even the sets that they designed inside, like her and Manny's room, looks perfect. I was very impressed with that. And I also like that they're ending the season with this confirmation that, yes, you're about to get this story of these 3 days in Seattle now from Abby's perspective. I think it's kind of smart to end the season like that, considering it will be about 2 years before we jump back into it. And this at least lets people know ahead of time and allows them to digest that information and process it. That, yeah, for the next season, you very well might not be getting any Ellie, or very little Ellie, and it's going to be all about Abby, the person that you hate so much. Solid choice. Solid choice. Overall, I'm going to give this episode an 8.9 out of 10. Very solid, very strong. Just a couple changes here or there that, again, I wasn't the biggest fan of, mostly with Jesse's character. I feel like they've made him not insufferable by any means, but again, they've just made him, I feel, a little excessively judgmental, which is completely subjective to the audience. Like, I'm sure there's plenty of people who were like, no, he's completely right in everything that he's saying and should be saying it because Ellie is 100% in the wrong, which I think is a perfectly valid way to look at that. Just for me, it came off as just a little bit much. And I also, again, I don't really see the point of the little side quest with the scars where Ellie's almost gutted. Is it a tense scene? Yes. Is it a necessary scene? I would argue it's not. But the rest of it is either pulled directly from the game or adapted in a really spot-on kind of way. I was very much a fan. And that's all she wrote. That is the end of the season. We won't be getting any more The Last of Us for, again, probably about 2 years. If we're lucky, a year and a half. They haven't even started filming season 3, so I'm willing to bet we've got another 2-year wait coming up. But I'm perfectly fine with the wait. I think this season was quite good. Tidbit on the short side. But just like the first season, it really captured the essence of the game in a fantastic way that most video game adaptations just cannot achieve. I think the only other one I've seen that I've been as impressed by was the Fallout show. So I'm pumped for season 3, whenever the hell that comes out. As for the channel, I'm going to get back to finishing my reactions for Young Royals. And I'm not 100% sure what my plans are going to be after that. We will see. So I'll see you all when The Last of Us returns. And hopefully I'll see you all on my reactions for Young Royals, which is also a great show. You should definitely watch it. And that is about it.